the body has limitations, the mind does not. It may sound counterintuitive for this channel to say that there's power in limitations, but hear me out on this. Of course, we all have heard these cliches about believe to achieve and controlling your mind to control your destiny. I use several of them myself. Nevertheless, there is a lot of truth to those. Many still prefer practical actions instead of hearing some platitudes about how to master your mind and become the main character of the film about yourself. Yes, you have to believe in yourself to achieve something, but to do that you have to strategize, you have to plan and visualize where you want to go from this point. The mind is a very powerful thing, it's limitless and can visualize mountains, but the body though has limitations, and we have to be wary of them before proceeding with our planning. When these two, the body and the mind, are not synchronized, that's when we can get anxious about stuff and feel the heat of stress. You have to know one thing: the body is the truth, the mind is the dream. And when you pace yourself, putting boundaries, you make them to cooperate in harmony. When you're doing something for the moment and your mind is not there, your mind is floating away, you're not present, you're not focused. And we know how focus can be detrimental for your success. Knowing what your current capabilities are is nothing but a direction for your further development. If you don't have any limitations, you will be quite disappointed, my friend. Partly, I believe that's how they founded the expression, a snowflake. When you think that your possibilities are limitless and you can do whatever you want, and there's no structure to your thought process, you are going to suffer. For example, if you're starting something, let's say a YouTube channel, you cannot focus on other creators and how they achieve their success. Your quest is unique for your persona. And if you lack any sense of realness, it's going to be a painful experience for you. Or let's say you purchase a gym membership and you're planning on gaining, let's say 20 kilograms, 45 pounds of muscle in 1 year. Let me tell you, overtraining and frustration are waiting for you. This concept of limitations and setting healthy boundaries is about having connection between reality and your own possibilities. They have to match. Boundaries help you to become structured. Let's take H2O as an example. When you have it in a room temperature, it's all over the place and have no punch to it. But if you compress it into a cubicle form and freeze it, it gets much harder. The only way you can break yourself free from your own limitations is to visualize a picture and take baby steps. When you have a grandiose vision, you set up minor milestones that you have to accomplish in order to get there. Boundaries have to be of a healthy nature. I'm such a loser. I can't do anything. That comes from limited self-belief, a low self-esteem. I can't buy my own place now and move out from parents' house, but I know how to do it. Now here you have a plan. And it's a very healthy limitation. The difference between a limiting self-belief and healthy limitations is that the first one is just a definition of a problem and comes from insecurity. The second one is like a prerequisite to a solution that you have in mind for betterment of your living situation. This also goes for handling people and foreseeing limits to what you can promise, like going to a party that you don't have energy for, or to help someone to move out when you have a deadline that you have to hold. It always ends up with you suffering from the consequences of you being kind, cool. People might be disappointed, but they always will be respectful towards you. The moral of the story: know your limits, but never stop trying to exceed them. Hossein out.